Stellar Blade. Apparently, this game is blocked off in about 130 or so countries. Now, I gotta tell you, Arrowhead, run for the hills. You got the opportunity to scram, bounce. It appears that for some strange reason, and there might be business reasons why Sony can probably not release games on these in these regions, or possibly there are no business reasons. They probably just don't want to release these games in these regions. Hence, this game is going to get stun locked. Hey, this is crazy, man. Like my Nigerian self can't even like comprehend how this company is so anti-business. It's so weird to me. After all this talk, right? Stellar Blade, PlayStation, oh, but hey, exclusive, hey. The game is going to come to PC because Shift Up has got to make money, but I think Shift Up signed the wrong paper. I think they sent their guy in there to sign it, and I don't know if he had a lawyer with him, or perhaps the lawyer couldn't be bothered when they saw the check. This thing is coming out and being published by PlayStation Publishing LLC. Check this out, excluding China. Is that a new company? Or is that their new publication for all their games? PlayStation Publishing excluding China or whatever it is. Let me see. Okay, no, this is Spider-Man 2. Jetusha is PlayStation Publishing LLC, right? I don't know how to say 2 in Chinese, but I do know how to say Spider-Man in Chinese. Weird, and I learned it even years before. In fact, if you want to, and let me go ahead and let me flex with my little one-liners in Mandarin. You can go play Spider-Man 1, and the very first time you meet those bad guys that work with the demons, they actually point out that Spider-Man is there. And when I heard it in Mandarin, I was shocked because I understood what they said. I was like, oh my gosh, I just understood what this guy said in Chinese. Anyways, back to the video. Why is this game blocked off in other countries when a PlayStation Plus requirement is not a thing? See, this Gabe Newell said, piracy is a service problem. I'm not condoning or encouraging, piracy. However, this is crazy. Most people means that most people that pirate don't have access or difficult access to the product or service they want. They'll gladly pay for it, but they can't. Or they can't be hassled to. So this is the business that PlayStation is running here. Or I don't know what the reason is, because apparently it seems like Xbox can put these games in these places. I don't know. Somebody help me in the comment section. Somebody actually, point me in. Who do I got to talk to? What do we got to know? And you know what the crazy thing is? These devs themselves, these games themselves, the developers themselves apparently were somewhat surprised by this finding that their game was going to be locked from other regions, according to reports. I was reading some stuff yesterday about Stellar Blade being blocked in these other regions. Oh yeah, it's this one here. It's the Eurogamer one. Stellar Blade PC release blocked on Steam in over 120 countries. So it's under 120, not 130. I don't know, 120 countries. Surprising even its developers. The devs didn't know. That's why I told you, man. They sent a guy in there to sign it, man. They sent their most charismatic guy, maybe. They thought, man, this guy will probably negotiate a good deal for us. I say this in jest. I'm not trying to, be pedantic in this regard, but I just can't help myself, guys. Stellar Blade will release. This is written by Ed Nightingale. Stellar Blade will release on PC on June 11th, but its availability on Steam has been blocked in over 120 countries. Surprising even the game's dev. Shift Up shared news of release on social media, but a number of fans responded with Steam screenshots showing the game is unavailable in the region. This might be an error. Just wanted to point that out there. Shift Up responded to confirm the PC version does not require PSN and appeared surprised in the replies at the game's unavailability. Checking Steam DB, it appears that the game has been restricted in over 120 countries. Most of these are why Sony's PSN is unavailable. Huh. It would appear Stellar Blade is experiencing a similar issue, although Shift Up has stated a PSN account is not required. However, a free bonus caution will be offered when a PSN account is linked to Steam. Eurogamer has contacted Sony for clarification. Steam listing does state the Nouveau has been incorporated, much of the annoyance of some fans. Someone's going to mod that crap out. And then here are the PC requirements, and then we just all move on like that. This is the thing that almost killed Helldivers 2. The developers for Helldivers 2 found out that they were cooking. And on discovery that they were cooking, PlayStation looked and said, "Mau, mau, 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 MAUs, MAUs, go, 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 PlayStation requirement required." And they were like, yo, 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 people are buying the game. Don't create another barrier to stop people from giving you money. Steam already gives you the data. You can just take the number and be like, how many? 11 million. Put it in your numbers and call it MAU, but don't. But PlayStation was like, nah. They like our game. They need us. They made a mistake. They made a big mistake. That was a critical error that's not going to be easily forgotten. And that's one thing about PC gamers. They left your ecosystem for this kind of nonsense, right? Some of them have been playing on PC for a while, but someone like me who left PlayStation because of the shenanigans that they were pulling out all over the place. Can you imagine me going to buy a PlayStation game now? I don't care what they're dishing. I may not buy Wolverine. I may just laugh and be like, I'll buy it on YouTube or something. I mean, I like Wolverine, don't get me wrong. But what am I going to give this company money for? This company is very anti-business. I like to see companies that are actually pro-business, pro-consumer, pro-developers and stuff. I'm okay just saying, I'm not, you're an evil corpo in a sense. You have your nasty side. But if you do the things that actually benefit, your consumers and benefit your people, I'm okay supporting you. It's not a moral thing. It's just a matter of like my own principles that I'm like, nah, I'm not giving you money for this nonsense that you're doing. Look at this crap. Look at these guys. They're going to have their game restricted. Their game has been exclusive all this while, selling below its potential. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has already fast-tracked this game, and this game came out before it did. The game has taken a Game Pass bag, and it has access to sell everywhere, having now sold about 2 million units, and is probably still pushing more copies. Went to church the other day, and big bro of mine was like, hey, man, have you played Claire Obscure? I was like, what? Are you a fan of Fantasy Buff? He's like, yo, from the PS2 days, man. And he's like, yeah, it's one game I'm probably going to play this year, and I just went ahead, and as I saw it, I was like, yep, definitely getting this game. But what's Stellar Blade going to have to get? Restriction, if this is the case, if they don't remove this restriction, a delay in being able to make more money. The developers are over there saying, oh yeah, we hope that the PC version will make the version on Steam will make more money or make more sales than PlayStation 5 and so-called PlayStation 5 fanboys. Don't you realize how much, this actually speaks against the fact that you talk about, PlayStation players and games and blah, blah, blah. Why did you all not go ahead and shell out 7 million units for this game? Where were you guys? You were playing Call of Duty. Yes, I'm gonna call y'all in here. The podcasts, y'all were playing Call of Duty. 30% of you didn't buy games. Only 4% of you were willing to buy these games, but you want to just talk a big game. Yet these developers have to now go ahead and figure out a way to make money, and they're going to launch this game on the heels of another PlayStation game, Ghost of Yote. Thankfully, that one's not coming out on PC, but the competition this game is going to pretty much go ahead and deal with. 2023 was the best time to have launched it on PC because who's going to now basically go ahead and want to say, well, I'm going to sit here while Elden Ring Night Reign is coming out, and I'm going to go play Stellar Blade. Not many PC gamers. RPG is like the Pied Piper of the PC ecosystem. If you want to sell anything, just say RPG. Hoo-wee! They'll be buying it in early access. They'll be buying it anywhere. Stellar Blade is going to have to compete with fierce competition. This happened with Final Fantasy 16. It happened with them. Black Myth Wukong showed up around the same time. Well, guess who sold 30 million units? I get it. China was involved and such. But these are the consequences of this so-called exclusivity thing. And again, I point out to those I say pundits. They said not to be calling PlayStation fanboys and talking heads pundits anymore because pundits would assume some level of expertise. So, to the talking heads in the PlayStation side, how about that exclusivity nonsense y'all have been talking all this while? Huh? What's going on? Has it yielded anything? Has it benefited any of you? Or have you all just basically been talking crap all this while this company basically drives its third-party developers into the ground with so-called silly exclusivity to sell boxes that they're distancing themselves away from anyways to pursue active users. Let's think about that for a moment. Talk to me in the comment section. Peace out.